Please turn to page 7 of the Kurukulla Center prayer book. Start with refuge in bodhicitta and follow the order of the prayers in the book. In the Buddha's Dharma and Sangha, until enlightened I seek refuge, through merit from giving and the rest, to aid all may I become Buddha. In the Buddha's Dharma and Sangha, until enlightened I seek refuge, through merit from giving and the rest, to aid all may I become Buddha. In the Buddha's Dharma and Sangha, until enlightened I seek refuge, through merit from giving and the rest, to aid all may I become Buddha. May all sentient beings have happiness and its causes. May all sentient beings be free from suffering and its causes. May all sentient beings never be parted from sorrowless bliss. May all sentient beings abide in equanimity, free from bias, attachment, and hatred. To the founder, the endowed, transcendent destroyer, the one gone beyond, the foe destroyer, the completely perfected, fully awakened being, perfect in knowledge and in good conduct, Sugata, knower of the world, supreme guide of human beings to be tamed, teacher of gods and human beings, to you, the completely and fully awakened one, the endowed, transcendent destroyer, the glorious conqueror, the subduer of the Shakya clan, I prostrate, make offerings, and go for refuge. To the founder, the endowed, transcendent destroyer, the one gone beyond, the foe destroyer, the completely perfected, fully awakened being, perfect in knowledge and in good conduct, Sugata, knower of the world, supreme guide of human beings to be tamed, teacher of gods and human beings, to you, the completely and fully awakened one, the endowed, transcendent destroyer, the glorious conqueror, the subduer of the Shakya clan, I prostrate, make offerings, and go for refuge. To the founder, the endowed, transcendent destroyer, the one gone beyond, the foe destroyer, the completely perfected, fully awakened being, perfect in knowledge and in good conduct, Sugata, knower of the world, supreme guide of human beings to be tamed, teacher of gods and human beings, to you, the completely and fully awakened one, the endowed, transcendent destroyer, the glorious conqueror, the subduer of the Shakya clan, I prostrate, make offerings, and go for refuge. When, O supreme among humans who were born on this earth, you paced out 7 strides, then said, I am supreme in this world. To you who were wise, then I prostrate. With pure bodies, form supremely pure, wisdom ocean like a golden mountain, fame that blazes into 3 worlds, winner of the best, Lord, to you I prostrate. With the supreme signs, face like spotless moon, color like gold, to you I prostrate. Dust tree like you, the 3 worlds are not, incomparably wise one, to you I prostrate. The Savior having great compassion, the founder having all understanding, the field of merit with qualities like a vast ocean, to you, the one gone to thusness, I prostrate. The purity that frees one from attachment, the virtue that frees one from the lower realms, the one path, the sublime pure reality, to the Dharma that pacifies, I prostrate. Those who are liberated and who also show the path to liberation, the holy field qualified with realizations, who are devoted to the moral precepts, to you, the sublime community intending virtue, I prostrate. Homage to the Supreme Buddha, homage to the Dharma refuge, homage to the great Sangha, to all 3 ever devout homage. To all worthy of respect, bowing with bodies as many as all realms, atoms, and all aspects, with supreme faith I pay homage. Do not commit any non-virtuous actions. Perform only perfect virtuous actions. Subdue your mind thoroughly. This is the teaching of the Buddha. A star, a mirage, the flame of a lamp. An illusion, a drop of dew or a bubble. A dream, a flash of lightning, a cloud. See conditioned things as such. Through these merits may sentient beings attain the rank of all-seeing, subdue the 4 faults, and be delivered from samsara's ocean, perturbed by the waves of aging, sickness, and death. From Tushita's hundreds of God's protectors' heart, to tip of this fresh, pure, white heap, curd like cloud, O Tsongkhapa, Dharma's omniscient King, pray come to this place with your disciples. In space ahead, on lion throne, lotus and moon, venerable Guru, smile brightly with delight. Pray stay hundreds of eons to spread doctrine as supreme merit field for my mind of faith. Your wisdom mind sees full range of knowables. Your eloquent speech adorns fortunate ears. Your beauteous body, famed glory outstanding. Homage to you, worthwhile to think of, hear and see. Pleasant offerings of water, various flowers, fragrant incense, light perfume, and so on. Oceans of offerings set out and envisioned, offered up to you, supreme field of merit. None virtue committed with body, speech, and mind, which I have heaped up since beginningless time, especially what has contradicted 3 vows. Each I confess from my heart with strong regret. In time of strife you strove to learn and practice, shunned ape mundane concerns, made life essence full. O protector from depths of our hearts, we rejoice in your powerful great deeds. Venerable Gurus from love and wisdom, clouds densely massed in your Dharmakaya sky, pray loose a rain of vast profound Dharma on fields of disciples just as needed. May whatever virtue that I've here gathered bring benefit to all beings and doctrine, and may it make Venerable O Tsongkhapa essential teaching specially shine forever. Migmate say way ter chen rezig, dream kien bei wang po jam pel yang, du pung malu jom ze sang re dag, gan chen ke pe Urgyen Tsongkhapa, Lo Sandra Pe Jabla Soadeb, O glorious and precious root Guru, seat of lotus on my crown, ring for me with your great kindness, bestow attainments of body, speech, and mind. O glorious and precious root Guru, pray take seat of lotus at my heart, caring for me with your great kindness. Bestow attainments of body, speech, and mind. O glorious and precious root Guru, pray take seat of lotus at my heart, caring for me with your great kindness, until supreme awakening remain steadfast. Homage to the exalted 3 jewels. Thus have I heard at one time, the Blessed One was dwelling in Rajagriha on Vulture Mountain, together with a great assembly of monks and a great assembly of bodhisattvas. At that time, the Blessed One was absorbed in the concentration of the countless aspects of phenomena called profound illumination. At that very time, the superior Avalokiteshvara, the Bodhisattva, the great being, was looking perfectly at the practice of the profound perfection of wisdom, perfectly looking at the emptiness of inherent existence of the five aggregates also. Then, through the power of the Buddha, the Venerable Shariputra said to the superior Avalokiteshvara, the Bodhisattva, the great being, how should a child of the lineage train who wishes to engage in the practice of the profound perfection of wisdom? Thus he spoke, and the superior Avalokiteshvara, the Bodhisattva, the great being, replied to the Venerable Shariputra as follows. Shariputra, whichever son or daughter of the lineage wishes to engage in the practice of the profound perfection of wisdom should look perfectly like this, subsequently looking perfectly and correctly at the emptiness of inherent existence of the five aggregates also. Form is empty, emptiness is form. Emptiness is not other than form, form is not other than emptiness. In the same way, feeling, discrimination, compositional factors in consciousness are empty. Shariputra, like this, all phenomena are empty without characteristics. That is, they are not produced and do not cease. They have no defilement and no separation from defilement. They have no decrease and no increase. Therefore, Shariputra, in emptiness there is no form, no feeling, no discrimination, no compositional factors, no consciousness. There is no eye, no ear, no nose, no tongue, no body, no mind. No visible form, no sound, no smell, no taste, no object of touch, no mental phenomenon. There is no I element and so forth up to no mind element, up to no element of mental consciousness. There is no ignorance and no cessation of ignorance and so forth, up to no aging and death and no cessation of aging and death. Likewise, there is no suffering, no origin, no cessation, and no path. Wisdom, no attainment, and also no non-attainment. Therefore, Shariputra, because there is no attainment, bodhisattvas rely on and abide in the perfection of wisdom. And because their minds have no obstructions, they have no fear. Passing utterly beyond error, they attain the final state beyond sorrow. All the Buddhas who reside in the three times by relying upon the perfection of wisdom become manifest and complete Buddhas in the state of unsurpassed, perfect, and complete enlightenment. Therefore, the mantra of the perfection of wisdom, the mantra of great knowledge, the unsurpassed mantra, the equal to the unequaled mantra, the mantra that thoroughly pacifies all suffering, since it is not false, should be known as the truth. The mantra of the perfection of wisdom is proclaimed. Tayata, gate, gate, paragate, parasamgate, bodhisoha. Shariputra, this is how a bodhisattva, a great being, should train in the profound perfection of wisdom. Then the Blessed One arose from that concentration and said to the superior Avalokiteshvara, the Bodhisattva, the great being, well said, O child of the lineage, so it is. The profound perfection of wisdom should be practiced exactly as you have taught, and the Tathagatas will rejoice. When the Blessed One had said this, the Venerable Shariputra, the superior Avalokiteshvara, the Bodhisattva, the great being, and the entire assembly, as well as worldly beings, gods, humans, demigods, Gandharvas, and others, were filled with admiration and highly praised what had been spoken by the Blessed One. In the holy supreme abode of the Dakinis, possessed of clairvoyance and miraculous power, unwaveringly caring for practitioners as your children, homage to the hosts of the three places Dakinis, Akasamara Chadora Samaya. Tayata, Om, Gate, Gate, Paragate, Parasamgate, Bodhisoha. Through the power of truth of the exalted three jewels speech, may all on the side of negativity, such as the four Maras, be stopped. May they become non-existent. May they be pacified. All enemies, obstructors, and hindrances, Shanti, Kuriye, Soha. The 80,000 types of obstructors pacified, freed from adverse harmful conditions, may all be conducive and perfect auspiciousness, bring happiness and well-being here, right now. Saji Perki Jukshing Meito Prahamri Prablingji Yi Cherdang Soki Chognam La Jang Cho Pardu Dagni Kyab Suchi Dagi Chernyen Gi Pe Sonam Ki Krola Penchu Sangi Drupa Shu Cherdang Soki Chognam La Jang Cho Pardu Dagni Kyab Suchi Dagi Chernyen Gi Pe Sonam Ki Krola Penchu Sangi Drupa Shu Cherdang Soki Chognam La Jang Cho Pardu Dagni Kyab Suchi Dagi Chernyen Gi Pe Sonam Ki Drola Penchu Sangi Drupa Sho.
Good morning, everyone. It's getting cold. A lot of wind. It's not. Winter's coming. The summer's goodbye. Fall's coming. Anyway, it's wonderful to be able to meet again. Do again to pray, then namaste. It's wonderful. Anyway, where we talk, where we start. No much idea where we will start talking. Buddha, he knows what people want. He talks exactly people are looking for. Then for us, we have no idea. We think this is better than we talk, then people get mad. Right? And then big problems. Anyway, I think we need a little bit more practice, more meditation. I think people already know. Free, oh yeah, the Buddhism say, okay, yeah, they said that, they said that. If you don't practice, then doesn't much movement in your mind, your mind, no mouth. You know, people say, oh yeah, they said that, yeah. They always talk about that, But your really mind doesn't much moved, much change. The Tibetan called Chudekwa. Chudekwa means usually the best method subdue our mind is Dharma. But you heard all the time, but you didn't practice, it doesn't work for you. Yeah, you say, oh yeah, they said that. Like, always butter. Butter is very bad for all the peppers. But how you say? They cover the butter, stick butter. How you call this?
Wax.
No wax. Butter, real butter. Yeah, they cover someone rub the butter, right? They rub the butter. Huh? Yeah. The pepper doesn't color change because this is the Western side. The Tibetan called marco. The marco is usually the animal skin. The butter is always make all things to more smooth, more soft. But they put the big animal skin, they put butter there inside that, like 100 pounds, 200, 300 pounds. But that butter doesn't make the skin soft because they already like mixed together. It's not mixed, but when the skin is wet, then they put butter inside. Then they dry. Then butter doesn't never come out. Also, butter doesn't make the skin, dry skin makes smooth, not soft. Therefore, murky, the butter doesn't subdue it or that doesn't do anything for the skin. Like that, usually it's little butter, how you say, put our peppers. The peppers become black slowly. But the butter rub? Is it rub? The butter, the pepper doesn't work. They always just like that. Therefore, if we don't practice, we already know, but then we always talk about dharma. Don't do that. Very bad non-virtuous actions. We say, oh yeah, they always say like that. That doesn't move our mind. If you really practice, when you more practice, you have more experience. When you already have experience, then it's very makes different. You knowing and you experience, big difference. Like example, you can go to the restaurant, you say, okay, Chinese restaurant, they say spicy, they say no spicy. Then you say, oh yeah, they call this food that spicy, you don't eat, then you know. But you already eat, then say, okay, yeah, this is spicy, they're not that spicy. Like you already experience your own. Therefore, bodhicitta, compassion, loving kindness, like that kind of things. When you really meditation, you really put into practice, is really big, different change. Therefore, we should always a little bit meditation. Try to how much you can. We have already, if you are long-term Buddhism, you have a lot of commandments. You have to finish, I have to finish that. This is your just commandment. This is also just your tax. You have to pay tax, you have no choice, right? Therefore, like that. You already commandment, you have no choice, you have to do. Just try to finish. You use some mantra, so you look at the time, try to finish that. You really put it into practice. The one time that couple retreat together, then one person or really meditation, the another ones there are also some numbers commandment you have to. If you retreat, you have to finish it like that much mantra. The other ones just try to finish it. They don't really think the meaning. For the sub-generation, final generation, then you have so many things that those people are really that thinking. Then also when they say, the commentary say, when you recite mantra, you like to sub-generation, if you forgot you are the deity, then you cannot count the mantra. You always think like you are Tara, you are some, I'm really Tara. You have to mind really focus that. You say, I'm Bob, I'm Million. Then you have to do again. Therefore you have to, day or night, like 24 hours, you already, how you say? In the deity, you already think. You eating, sleeping, then you have to really keep your mind and your body all like that. If you're missing that, you say, you think, tomorrow. You say that you think it different, you cannot count. Therefore, like that kind, the meditation is really hard to also, not easy. The other ones just count, there's also 600,000 they finish. The another one, they're done, then the another one is very slow person. They say, how much you finish? We already finished. So what? We already finished, how are you done? Oh, what means you finish? The numbers. You guys counted the numbers. See. I'm not counting numbers. I'm too more familiar with the deity, more meditation, like that. Therefore, we all have, including myself, so many commandments to finish like text. You have to pay, no change, no choice. Just try to finish. Then we some later. Time, I have to do something. Oh, I have to do that. Right, and then maybe you're looking for, okay. This is not, I'm not saying you guys, we all like that. Because we didn't really practice. We just, come on, man. It's really practice, Just put a little bit meditation. The meditation is, analytical meditation, concentration. First we do analytical meditation, then concentrate, like compassion. We say, oh, Mother Ben is very kind. We say, why are they kind? We do our own job. I'm doing my own education, own study. I pay my college. No one give me free. I do myself. Usually we think like that, right? I do keep my house. I do, keep my family going. They do by myself. No one help. How they become very kind? We just think about the skill, right? You pay your own bill. No one pay, no one help. We just think about the skill, yes. But you go more details. The Buddhism, like Tibetan Buddhism say, Shobat Saba Mepa. Do you guys know? Tawa Tenju. You have to think about that, okay? Shobat Saba Mepa. The action is not harm any other ones. Saba means harm, right? Shubha means action. This, don't harm any others. Is correct? Do you understand? Why? Because interconnection each other. Interconnection or interdependent, yeah, interdependent. Because don't harm others. Now the people say, don't harm others. Why? Every sentient being is independent. Independent or interdependent. Okay, the language put the all connection. This is a Buddhism view, or Buddhism, the Lama always like that. Then we say, okay, how can it come? The harm is what? Body, speech, mind. Sometimes people think about very high ones. No. We have 10 non-virtuous actions, right? 3 for the body, 4 for the speech, 3 for the mind, right? Therefore we don't harm body, don't speech. Then maybe put right on letters, message. Then our thinking, like don't harm body, action of your body. Don't harm actions or your speech. Don't thinking too bad things for others, like that. This is for, if you do that, this is, you harm others. You harm others, that they harm you. You harm yourself. Right? You say bad things. First you think about some bad things. Wrong view. Then you want to say. Then you're not very happy. After we say things that we are not done, then we regret, right? I should have couldn't say like that. No, not happy. Like that can't say, don't do like that. Because we all connection interdependent, everyone. Then we say, this is analytical meditation. Then we always say, right? Okay, I went to school. First we start. Who help? For parents. Enter your college. You cannot stay yourself. Parents, even first they put the daycare, they put to kindergarten, then you go to the 4th grade, 2nd grade, 3rd grade. We all went there. If we think about that, then the teachers, the classmates, they all help for give any different education for us. Right? Then we do like that. Even all our educations depend for others, right? Then I say, my job, I'm the technology person, I'm the professor. They're also independent others. You're the professor. You have no students. You have no teaching place. You're not professor. You professor for the treatise, right? No. You have some place you give education, then they call you a professor person, right? They're also. Then you have business guy, like Donald Trump, big business guy. Donald Trump say every single place right now. Like, even how much you're a big business person depends on others. You know customers, you cannot business. You know, if you don't have co-workers, you cannot business. Like that, all independent. And like I wear very nice clothes here. This is very nice. I don't know who made, where they made, how they made. It's very hard, right? It's not easy. If you like think about that, they were all sentient beings interconnected for us. Like, we wearing very good jacket, like, how's that? Chicken. How is feather jacket? Down. He said, I very good down jacket, very warm, light, warm. We very enjoy. Where they come from? Feather, goose. Sometimes before they die, they just take out. It's very terrible, right? Right now, before we don't see it, right now, Facebook is very kind. They can put everything there. We can see all the information there. They're very terrible. We don't think about like that. We just go to see the shopping. Nice. Then the business is also very smart, they say. It is, how I say, sell. They're not really sell. They already got, Then like that kind of things, they all with others. Like interdependence is like that, okay? That sorrows more gross, there's like gross, people more easy understand. Like that also, everyone count for us. Like we say, I have very bad neighbors. We don't like my neighbors. But neighbors very kind. If no neighbors, you stay yourself. You scared. Right? Even you don't like that, you stay at the mountain, you stay at the jungle, just yourself. You're not very happy. You scared? No one's here, I'm scared. Someone come to kill me. Right? Then we always fight with our co-workers who related with us. They're very kind. Without them, we cannot do anything. Like, think about like that, all independent of each other. Therefore, they're very kind. Therefore, don't harm others. They're very kind for you, then don't harm yourself. Don't harm them. There was one verses for 27 Bodhisattva practice. 37. They say, who's you very kind for you, don't harm them. Even someone going to harm you, don't harm back, because they are your best teacher, your patient. Okay? Like that, this we have to think about. If you're thinking, then you really understand, then it's big change. Right now we say, oh yeah, that's that. We say we know, but we really not really accept. This is a little bit dangerous. You got Chutukawa, Chute, then he said, oh yeah, Buddhism is that, yeah, like that, oh yeah. I think we know, but we really not really accept like that kind. Right? Example, you have allergy person. The doctor said, don't eat that. You already know, you have really experienced, then you never eat that. Right? You always avoid that kind of food. Because you are already experienced, you already know, therefore you really care for that. Therefore, Dharma also. We know a little bit, but we are not really experienced because we don't really practice, we don't really meditation. Okay? Secondly, the purpose meditation practice is to happy person, to open mind person, not always tight. You tight, then you become just, lonely person. Like, when people young, they have good job, good job, things well, they don't care others. You don't have any friends. When you become old, you don't have any relatives, you don't have any friends. They love you, taking care of you. You don't have. I'm not talking about you guys, okay? Just general, okay? General. Right? Then we have lonely person. Then we have no choice, go to the nursing home. Then they are their job. If they are very compassionate person, they are also taking care of very good meditation, they get a lot of medals, but they are not doing for whatever we want. The job, we can also see that some widows, sad boy, they say, eat that, don't eat it, shut down, Like they're their job. They have no compassion, they're not any relatives. They think they're their job. Then we have no choice, because we don't have any friends. If you're a rich person, maybe your kids come back before you die. Oh, my mom's going to die. My dad's there. They're looking for your pocket, your bank account. They're not looking for you. Now, I'm not saying everyone, just this happens, right? Maybe I'm a very bad person to say all the bad things. But this is a reality. Therefore, we can just check who is more very staffer or very sub-grasping. Say me. They have not any friends. They'll be lonely person. I heard that one lady, very rich person, she have a hotel in New York. When she died, she put her dog. Also, I heard that a lot of relatives that she doesn't want to put that. They're all enemy of her. When she left, she thinks they take her money. She also trusted her dog. It's true? Did she put her dog? Yeah? Yeah, I heard that. This is really, I don't know, you guys maybe somehow all the time, but for me, I'm very shocked. But you really think that how they come? Because dog never yell back. You're the boss all the time, right? The dog doesn't listen. Also, they have very terrible mission. They put, how I say? Shock. Then they push here, then the dog cannot move. Therefore, when she died, also she have no friends. She not trust anyone. It's very bad, right? Like that, we also. Like this kind is really happening. The purpose why? Because she have no friends. She have not any relative friends. She doesn't trust. Like therefore this can happen. Therefore we need for a very open person try to gentle. We say, oh peace, I want to peace. Peace start first outside. Peace doesn't come outside. Peace doesn't get Google. Right now we can go Google a lot of things. We can buy a lot of things for Amazon.com. But the peace we never buy. Start ourselves, okay? Like think about that. Do a little meditation, okay? Meditation, first we need to also our mind more. Mind, keep ourselves more stable. Like calm body. Calm body is very important. Concentration, okay? Our monkey minds go to everywhere. Right? Therefore, bring back our mind more stable, then we can control our mind, then we can stable any object. Then compassion, like we can go same direction without moving. Otherwise, we think a little bit here, mind really will jump here. They already jump here. Okay? Then try to always a little bit meditation. Then there are so many methods. One method, like common with everyone, is for breathing meditation. Breathing meditation. Right? Breathing meditation is religion, non-religion, Buddhism, non-Buddhism, all common. Because they calm down your mind, keep your mind same place, stay our mind same subject. Right? Then we can change our mind, thinking directions. Otherwise, right now, our mind thinking forward. Tomorrow, what happened yesterday? Or I have to pay my bill last week. I forgot. This has happened, The one lama, when he practice, he do his daily prayers. He reading, then he always remember things. Okay, I have to do that. Then sometimes he forgot things. Then he told the students, "Okay, give me my prayer book." That. Then when they give prayer book, they start. Then he remember what to do, what to done, what you have to say. Like that. We also sometimes we do pray. We have time. Then just eyes go here. The mind thinking different way. Or did I pay my phone bill last week? Or did I pay my credit card? Therefore our minds go to everywhere. Therefore our practice is not very powerful. We don't see much movements. Okay? When the Lamrim is, I want to meditation. We teach for how you meditation. Meditation you do yourself. It's the same thing you go to college, right? They give you a lot of homework. The teacher doesn't teach one by one, right? Not same as kindergarten. They say, okay, read such book, such and such study, such book, they go so many homeworks. The professors give you, you study your own, right? It's correct? I didn't go to college, not really. I heard that they give so many homeworks. They say, okay, read that. They don't explain one by one. Then you have to do yourself. Correct? This is all same. We teach for high meditation. The Lamrim is teach for meditation. He said, they talk about that impermanent and Guru devotion. Why? But this is a high meditation. Then you have to yourself. Like food. The book write down, okay, you put this much water, this much onion. Right. Then you have measurement cup, you do one by one. The book explains for how you cook. You have to cook yourself. We have to cook ourselves. We don't cook, we know the book, what they say, we know how it tastes. We don't cook, we never get food. We know how you cook, that we don't cook. It's different. Therefore, we know how you meditation, that we don't pray meditation, then much move. Okay? Therefore, sometimes people say, can you guys have a meditation class? You really have to say answer. Western meditation means just close eyes, just very quiet. Many people doesn't accept what we study this meditation. Therefore, we don't know what your meditation class means. You don't really stay there, close eyes. We don't do like that, but we do have meditation class. We do how you meditation. We teach for them. Therefore, we talk about like that so many times. This is, analytical meditation. Analytical meditation is investigation. Buddha said this is meditation. Buddha doesn't say you have to meditation means you have to always close your eyes. He said analytical meditation. Analytical means investigation. Investigation means whatever we learn, whatever we see, whatever we study, then thinking that how the walk is true or not, then you really accept or you really understand that, then it is really, you can control yourself. Okay? Okay, my English is finished. I wish we can buy some chips to dump to the English speaking here to put my heart. Then no one study. This is big problem, right? Then we still all the very scholars, knowledge, but our the big problem.
Big problem.
Yeah, big problem, right?
Everything is coding now.
Yeah.
So what do you become? What do you become? Everything is coding on the iPhone, on every language is substituted to.
Yeah.
So the mind is code.
There are some problems also Buddha's time. Buddha also avoid. They're called Po Tongju. This lineage doesn't come Tibetan. The one he went to study India, but there's a little dangerous. Like before you die, you can kill someone, you can go inside their body, then you become again the same person. Therefore, like this is like I can, if I do like that practice, if I like someone's body, I just kill them. I can go their body, leave my body throughout. Like that Tibetan called Po Tongju, which before they die, you can go other person's body transfer. Then I don't know, it's really Buddhism or not. Then in Tibetan they say we not allowed to do that. Then their lineage stopped coming to Tibetan because their book dangerous. Like that. Then maybe we can buy the purpose I'm talking about that. We can copy other person's knowledge. It's a big problem. Right? Then, okay, now you try to call Tomshin. He's here. Say hi. If he go to bathroom, big problem, he doesn't come. Hello?
Hello?
Do you guys see him?
Yeah.
Say hi. You guys going only to see his head? Hold on. Might can do change, but I have to be a little bit careful. I'm the technology monk.
Hello?
Are you saying? Okay, now he turned off his.
Hello?
Hello, go there.
빠지는 세션에 가서 가서인데 여기도
I'll choose the Yeah, he said he didn't hurt very well. But now I don't know how can. Okay, I have to call again. I think the picture takes more space, right? Then you have no karma to see the Tomchi's face. No, go there.
나 거기도
Did you heard? Good. Go there. Bang, bang. Okay. Yeah, 다 가서 가상 인천만 줘야 되더라.
Alright, so we're going to move from where we stopped from last time.
아니, 딱 먼저 넘버 상집에 주인 냠들 내다더라. 아니, 깨고 주인지 치었으면 냠래 제당이더라.
So the way we practice Buddhism can be divided into three. The way we practice as a small practitioner, a medium scale practitioner, or the great scale practitioner.
간제 딱 무슨슈 추와, 무슨슈 내야, 무슨슈 첨보세가 소리 것이 그래서 와.
And so this is talking about a practitioner who has like a small courage or medium courage or greater courage.
그러와 다 미카시로 미카시 소소 주보 맞잖아요. 셈바 스치로 손을 마다기 지요로 와서 되는 것도 다 지어 주문하고 그래서.
And so there are some people who want to think about oneself and doesn't think about others. That's like a small scope.
미카시에는 소소지 아니야 소소지 점세다 소소 비비나 자상 삼당되기 지요로 와서 된 링이라고 그래서.
So some people who think about oneself, one's loved ones, one's family, friends and neighbors. So that's like a medium scope.
미카시에 다 소소 비비냐 맞잖아. 잠불로 지도를 깔아야 되는 거 와서. 어다 지금 잠불이 된다고 다 매망가 시대다 되는 걸 내가 지금 다 teleciwo 첨보라 그래서.
And so people who not only think about oneself or one's people close to oneself, but everybody around the world, and who works hard to serve everybody around the world, that's like a great scope.
근데다 내가 제대로 잠불이 시대에서 잠불이 다 생각들이 뭐라고도 와서.
And so people who do that kind of things, they get like awards, like the Nobel Peace Prize, and so forth.
right? Treda kanji mjembe tandala leka ma chingedala ya zamble ke tada ma sum dhondala mika ke ya thigdwa.
So people who does good work, for the benefit of the whole world, is looked up by everybody.
That's correct. Right? Ya mika ji na zamble ke tanda yes. Elega chena ya suzu khesa ma ra do was.
And so some people who work for the benefit of the world receives more benefit for oneself.
Right? And can never see that kind of love and to us, Donald Trump like it was. Not zombie Cindy like me, Gary Cindy like yes. Not Ari Mama is. Coronati, get a love than the Corolla, Kaji, Cindy could the toy, just my or was that Kaji, didn't go there like a church or was.
And so some people, they talk very skillfully, like Donald Trump, who says, I am not standing up for the president of the world, I'm standing up for the president of the United States. And so by saying this kind of things, he may win the interest of other people.
간제 나랑 덥다고 치는 거 하려면 무슨지 콜로 말was. 전화도 제대로는 명하게 이 말씀 내고 semjoado was.
So if he says I'm standing up, to be a president, for the United States, then people will think that it's not for himself, it's for the United States. So they will vote for him.
Right. Like that. I'm just talking about it. You guys think, Geshe like he loves to Donald Trump. Oh, guys. I'm not politics. I'm just seeing the newspaper all the time. I'm just talking about that, okay? Today is a kaji. Kater. Then zombie can rota like me, Jella, Peto Chingeti, me out to was. That then rota is, then there's Sanji Chulia. And that is the Chimbo Lavares.
So anyway, even in the world, we look up to the person, who work for the benefit of others, we praise about that person. So it's the same here in Buddhism, in the Buddha's teaching. So when you think about others, then that's called a small and a great scope.
Yeah. That not your Pajani, and then Yamachi also Malaya, that you Kanza. Tangara, Yaso do not tago do some teacher, and it's Makechabo from Somalazova. And it's Shantawa, Koroko, Manadama, the Ching, the Latanga, the Chungula Pares, Tela, and then Yaso do and the Neta, Taco Motichigo, your Ezra.
So in the teaching, when we apply that to the practice of the teaching, then it's referring to a person who is afraid of the sufferings of the lower realms, and in order to be free from that, and he engages in the practice of abandoning the 10 non-virtuous actions, or making circumambulation, making prostrations, and so forth. Yeah. He creates a cause to be free from the lower realm. So that's a small scope.
다 대라는 년송의 동학이 아니 로다서 걸 못해 지고 그래서 대전에 아니 년송을 타야게 답시 거치 그래서.
And so to that kind of person or practitioner, it is important to know the suffering of the lower realms. So once he or she knows those sufferings, then she will strive to be free from that.
다 뒤에서 가는 것도 로사바레스, 다 로사바레스.
So we have already gone through that. We've already been introduced to that.
right? 아니 다 대리 디산당 것도 기원 되는 거예요. 기원 되세디 다 나랑 내속을 동안에 직타나 디 단단 가서 고여 동안에 타르만도 되래서 다 고여 동안에 타고 온도 삼네. 아니 야샤자 고라고 만나 정말 information들 기원 되들라 바레스.
And also we're in the context of the medium scope, practitioner, and what he or she thinks of, is that it is not sufficient just to be free from the sufferings of the lower realm. Even if one is born in the upper realm, still has to go through a lot of suffering. So thinks about freeing himself from the entire suffering of the cycle existence. And in order to do so, he engages in the practice of observing the morality of abandoning tender and virtuous actions, and making prostrations, making offerings, and so forth. So then that creates a cause to be free from the cycling.
배잖아 지요 와서 뮤지야 그 녀바지에서 종강라 첨바지. 다들 그 지금 빨아다야. 그 지금 다 처음에 그 야부차나 다 지내바지. 내가로 그 전에 타와인 바다야. 그러나 양쪽 파송은 로 니가 요한다. 그때 차로 상마서가 답시지 그러고 배대로 그래서.
So it's just like a person who is a criminal who is on a bed. Like he is being arrested, he went to the prison, but then he was released on a bed. And so in his case, even though he is free from the prison for a little while, but it's not completely free, it's not completely clear. So he has to work hard to clear everything, and then he will be free from the prison for good.
내가 딱 기분 리셋해놓고 그랬어. 고 내가를 공연소를 맡겨버렸다. 난 고아라네 대화자다. 고아라네 신지 그 동안 라지마도 매와진다. 아 그냥 지레니 자니 전에 양 공연소 제와니가 요한다. 단 고아를 타고 온도 삼니다. 꼴가 지금 그랬어.
So the medium scope practitioner thinks that he is only and so there's a danger of going back to there again. Of clearing up all the imprints, all the karmic imprints that will lead one to be born in the cycle existence. And so in order to be free from that, he has to clear the entire imprints to be born in the cycle existence. And so working on that to clear all those imprints is the medium scope.
어디 들리다 다 들리는 고아께가 저러 가는 고아께가 제때 아니 죽군주에 담바나 딘저워 두말아도 고에 나타나고 그랬을 때 가능한 걸 맞대서 우리 제 맞.
그 서포로 체스 가서
다 고아께가 주디 아니 군주 담바지. 아니 저때 다 두마 고에 두마 들어와다 두마 담바세.
So the cause to be born in the cycle existence is the delusion, right? The karma and the delusion. And the suffering that we experience in cycle existence is the result.
좋아. 데리자 다 고알라 타지기 아니 저들라 하는 람데스. 아니 고알라 타면 저들라 하는 고데스라 말이에요.
And the cause to be free from the cycle existence is called true path. And the result of having freed from the suffering of the cycle existence is called the true cessation.
좋아. 다 대지고 가다가도 몸불랍세. 다 야니야도 쉬고 말아왔어. 덴바시코도 가다가도 뭐.
So we have already talked about the Four Noble Truths pretty much.
좋아. 근데 덴바시 고는 아니 다 지금 쉬는 맛 시다다. 아니 냠림비 가서가 냠림 저렇게 가가를 말아 그래서 좋아.
And so the process of the Four Noble Truths the way it happens and the way it is explained, in the text is a little different.
And the Shunima Shedata, Yamlin, Karo, Yamli Chatan, the Ramba, Yamlin, my Jan Song.
And so the way it is explained in the scripture is the way we as practitioners engage in practice.
Peshena Dunga Shibasha or Tambo Shetan Dunga and Dever, Tambo Dunga Shibasha Alabares, Dungala Dunga Moshibayana, Dungala Tandegulu, Dungala Jayaton Me, and the Samatanga was.
So at the beginning it says, understand the suffering. So although the suffering is the result which comes afterwards, but it is explained first so that practitioner will understand the suffering. And so once you understand the suffering, then you will have the search for the cause of the suffering. Where did the suffering come from? How can I stop it, and so forth.
Pena Mijaya Chamba Poena Suzuka Tambu, Chamba Poyaba, Hakoko, Chamba the Chamba Mumasana, Chamba Taya Tapshida, Chamba Kane Yongoyova. They may also go Agomar was. Goes on. Hello? Penangazo Chaba Poya, Midela Suzu Chamba Hako. Chamba Musambana, Chamba de Kane Yongoyova, Meva Kanisogo, Chetan Lochega was. Chamba Poya Hamogana, Kota Tandu Locheg Marawa.
It's just like when you are caught, with a cold, and if you don't know that's a cold, then you will not have the wish to be free from that. So if you know that's a cold and I can get rid of this, now I have to do this and this to get rid of this. But if you don't know that's a cold, then you will not even have a wish to be free from that.
And Dunga Mumashina, Dunga Tandi Lochel Marteza, Tambo Dunga Shibasha, what was.
So just like that, if you don't know the suffering as suffering, then you will not have the wish to be free from that suffering. So therefore, it is said to understand the sufferings at the beginning.
What is that Dunga the Moshini and Koro Dunga, and Tela Kega Nachi Dunga, and Yachi Dunga Dunga, Jay Dunga, Chawachi Dunga, Dunga Mamuraticha, was the Katante shoes I must.
And so for that, you have to understand the sufferings. So there are many different kinds of sufferings that are explained in the text, like the sufferings of the birth, aging, sickness, and death. And then sufferings of suffering of change, all the suffering, and so forth. So we have already talked about that last time, right?
What is that? Dunga de Hako Samala, that Dunga de Jendu, Dunga de Jetapa, Kawa Kare to Samana, and Dunga Jim Maripa, Kunjus of the Moshin Goretra.
And then you search for that kind of that cause that give rise to the suffering. Is there a cause or not? If there is, then what kind of thing is the cause of the suffering? And so therefore that, then the second noble truth is explained, the true origin.
Maripa Meva Sotimu Samada, Maripa Maripa Meva Chudu. And a Kunjupa Gopa, Yosari, some Chimazamala, and Gopa said some bason what was.
And then you see whether it is possible to abandon the true origin or not. The delusion and karma, is it possible to abandon that or not? And then it must be possible because there is such thing called cessation that can be achieved. And then the true cessation is explained.
Tate Chosama, Tate, Gopa Toya, Tapshikar, Kunjupa, Tapshikar, oh, that lamb go is. And then
And then if there is a way to abandon the delusions, then how do we abandon it? So to explain that, then the true path is explained. And so that is the part of the realization of emptiness, the loving kindness, compassion, and so forth.
Right? Pechado, Tambogaru Susan Nawa, Naza de Musamachi. Then Naza de Kawana Yondu is a daughter of Chitawachi. Tadora, another the Thai or the Yomar, another the Gyume, daughter the Gyume Das. 다 어느 중학교에서 다 매한테 사고다 저한테 바꿔 온다 수도 고다 들렸네 아니 나도 대체 다 라는 건데 다 맞다 이거 왔어.
So just like, when we become sick, first we have to understand the disease. Then we, see the doctor and ask, where this disease comes from, what causes the disease. And then once we understand the cause of the disease, and then we check with the doctor, is it possible to free from that disease? Can one be cured from that disease? And then, yes, we also say, yes, there is a cure for this, and for this you have to take this kind of medicines. And so that is like the path. Let's explain at the end.
그러봐. 그래서 들이 나가다 다야치도 소소 깜바 책이나 너도 제시하려고 왔어.
And in order to be free from that kind of disease, even if one has to be imputed, then when, like when cut off one's leg, then one will cut off, right?
그러다 나도 동아야 봐 시작하지. 아니 대라 다 타야 답시 타야요도 시작하지. 다 답시 야쇼디 깜바 거라 된다가서 다가 타고도 깜바 꼭샤를 왔어.
So it's just like, you first you understand the disease, and then you see where it came from, and then you see whether it's possible to be free from that or not. And then the doctor says, yes, you have, but we have to cut off your leg. And then he says, okay, in that case, cut off my leg.
뭐 근데 이제 다 담보 동아 시바시. 근데 근중 뭐 시바시. 다 대방와요 하고 다 가고 다 람데 공고래. 람데나 다 샤바 공고다. 이제 공고다. 샤주 무슨 공고다. 돈이 공고다 살아바레스.
So first you understand the suffering, and then understand the cause of the suffering, and then understand that there is a freedom from the suffering, from the cause of the suffering. And in order to be free from that, then one has to meditate on the path. And the path is like meditating on the emptiness, meditating on loving kindness, compassion, and so forth.
Okay? 야 대소소가 다 그래 공부하는 사람은 뭐게 ጭ뽕가 그랬어.
And then you might wonder what has to be practiced or what has to be meditated. So here, you have to, those are the paths that has to be meditated on, and also like abandoning the 10 and virtuous actions and so forth.
그러봐. 다는 뭐게 지금도 그냥 참여하고 그러봤어.
We all know what are the 10 and virtuous actions, right?
그러봐. 다 정같이 와서 버려 라레가 따고 그래서 그잖아. 좋나?
Not just knowing the numbers, but also should be applying into practice.
그러봐. 다나도 속체가 말에 마지막에 말에 바지 꼬마치도 꼬고 말해서 왔다. 때 바지 신디가 말했어.
So maybe most of the time will not be killing, stealing, and
loyal,
and not engaging in adultery.
그러봐. 다 나도 가야지 그러지. 전서 저도 시행에 메시스다. 차마 직접 땅으로 많이 그래서 나한테 저도 시행하고 오면서.
And so maybe I'm not sure about the lying. Maybe you do tell lies or not. But the divisive speech and harsh speech is very common. And I'm not about idle gossiping either.
다 가로 직접 써야 돼. 다 메시지 라는 정도 와서 이메일 다 메시지도 살아면서.
So the harsh word, we use all the time, like even when we're sending messages or emails, right?
Right. You guys doesn't talk very close, right? Just tick, tick, tick. So fast, you guys. Feel so fast. The veterans, there's no education. Some in India, they have to fight. Say war. Why? What are you doing? Why? Like you guys just. Okay? that's how to check all this. Anything not necessary to us, each make us. So the lot of you must say that necessary the pain you guys show this.
And they also have to be, careful about those things. And then we have non-virtuous actions created through our mind, such as covetousness and the harmful intention. Those are very easy to happen.
그래서 더 맞다 소수대 제다 갈 빵을 가로 소수대 제냐고 말라 그래서 와.
And then anyway, so then the wrong view maybe not likely to happen. But anyway, have to be careful about these things and should not engage in any of them if possible.
Okay? 아니 디나를 튕기서 만나가 아니 지금 저도서야 당 날저서야 당로 도서 뭐 여러was.
And then there are also other delusional minds such as jealousy, pride, and so forth.
Okay? 다 가서 나도 냠내 치는다. 라레 듣나 소소 디 소소 딱 샤와도 마지막으로 냠내 치에스 라레 다 라바라was.
And so when we strive to not engage on them knowingly, then that's called the practicing.
알아봐. 아니 도서 알아봐. 근데 자살라레 소디메나라야. 아니 소소가 파 야포셔사가 미팅이야. 소소 빼 야포셔사 미팅이야. 소소가 티 드라지 다나시 따와나. 소소 때라 가지나 소소 샤리 치비 뿌가 나지. 파트와 체고서 라비오레서.
So in the 37 practices of the Bodhisattva, it is said that someone who you have treated so well, if treats you very badly back, then you have to consider that person or see that person as affectionate as your one child.
Okay? 어다때 단 고역이 내다 단단가서 덴바시기 냠내시다서 대수를 다스려. 나도 멤버들한테 송요랬어.
And so this practice of the Four Noble Truths is also explained with the example or illustration of a doctor and a patient.
Okay? 다 가서 나도 가야 거서라. Do you know where we are? What page number? 다 원범에 비밀이도.
So we're on the top, the outline 257. Man of being dissatisfied.
다 나좀 고외가 내달라 아니 내봐요 말서 가돌랍사요 바스 내봐요 말했어.
So we talked about uncertainty, of the things in samsara, right?
아니 다다 이해서 내봐요 말했어.
So there's no certainty, of the friends and enemies.
로 다니에 체죠. 니 다체로다 고 도미 람드르스로.
So the friends can become enemies can become friends. So there's no certainty, to the enemies to remain enemy all the time, or friends to remain friend all the time.
아니 슈보 빵고 차르고 빵고 슈보 차르고 내봐요 말했어.
Same with the properties, like the rich becoming poor, poor becoming rich. There's no certainty that rich will remain rich or poor remain poor all the time.
일단 가서 문 도다가서 뭐뭐 용도 왔어. 로카시 아리 뱅크러스 차서 왔어. 담보티 뱅 지나도 코 메지시 코 니마시 빵고쳤네. 아리 넘블가가 매워서 소소.
And so there's something that we have seen by ourselves, right? Like in America, there was big crisis, and the market crisis, and the banks went bankrupt. So these people, they were so rich before, but then suddenly when there was a bankrupt, they became poor. And then that also affected many other businesses around the world.
아니 야 빵고들이 야 지치고 차려고 도와서 지치고 차네 야 빵고 살 맞아도 히로들이 뭐 레기 도와서.
And some people, who are poor, they become rich so fast or so suddenly that they can't take it and then they die.
Because they win the lottery. Right? They were before the poor person, they can win the couple hundred billion dollars. They become rich, right? I heard that, I don't remember you guys. The one time, then the one husband and wife, then the husband bought their Scotch ticket. Then the wife, she's checking, then they went, I don't know how much. Then she called her husband. He said, where are you? I'm working. Are you stand up, sit down? He said, I'm stand up. Sit down. What happened? Because she's scared. She just said he will fall down. And then he said, why? Just first sit down. Then he just sit down. There any dangers, you fall down? He said, no, I'm just sit down. And then he told her. And then he said, we went to that man. He said, really? I don't know this happened really. Now this has happened, right? Some people shocked, just very happy, then pass away. Right? Therefore, Tenida Kaji, Gao, Neo, Geshe Ngawang Kaji, Nebayo Marset, only a wood was, the one red water, Sanji, Lotana Mombo Minimas, Lavers.
So it's really true that there's no certainty to our status or to our friendships and so forth, right? So it's already explained many hundreds of thousands of years before that happened.
다 들으면서 다 안에 나밤에 봐서 다 가서 그들은 노랗잖아요 말씀을
And so now next it's talking about the ban of being dissatisfied. And it's saying that no matter how much we have, we'll never be satisfied with what we have.
And 노랗잖아요 누가
So is it suffering? Not being satisfied is suffering?
What do you think? 나도 노랗잖아요 yes.
Can we be satisfied with what we have?
그래서 너 성구되어 봐.
Yourself.
네. 저도 저도 너 성구되어.
What about you guys? Are you guys satisfied with what you have?
근데 단다 지나서 매일 논탈하게 두고 창가리로 성구되었어요.
So I'm just assuming each of you at least have 5 pairs of clothes.
네. 다 저도 소강해주는 요기 베스.
So are you satisfied with that, or will you go out and buy more?
We go to Marshalls, then Best Buy. There's a big selling there. We go there. We have more there. Right? Now I'm not just talking about you guys. We all over the world, samsara. That's it. iPhone 7 came in. Everyone looking. Everyone has 4, 5, 6. They're not, sir, what is it? Because they chose what chosen was.
Yeah, so we're not content with what we have, right?
What the Tenley Tatamana Tamochi Losho, and Lomon to Tingle, Tet Jagi, Tamabusha Jagan, so Kodo was, Tenny, Nobody but the Mouth Palosho. That's much of
Okay, so let's all read it together. Just this section. This outline only, okay? So just on the ban of dissatisfied. Alright, so the ban of being dissatisfied.
Okay, read it.
Butterflies are destroyed by their attraction to visual form, deer to forms, sounds, the bees to smell, the elephants to physical sensation. In the same way, samsaric happiness is like drinking salt water. No matter how much of it you obtain, it does not satisfy. Suppose a man has but a single coin, he will think, when will I get 10 coins? When he gets 10, he then wonders when he will get 100. If he ever does, he will wonder when he will get 1,000. No matter how many he gets, he will not be dissatisfied. As the Great Treatise Sutra says, O king, if a man were to receive all celestial pleasure there be, all noble human pleasures there be, it will not be enough. He will seek even more. Let us take the example of celestial and human happiness. King Mahavatra ruled over the 4 continents and the celestial regions. Yet he was still dissatisfied. Eventually his marriage ran out. He fell to this continent of Zambudeva and breathed his last. Disaster do not satisfy, and there can be no greater fault than this. If you rule over one land, you will think, if only I rule over 2. And you will not be satisfied, no matter how many you ruled. No matter how much wealth you get, you will still wonder if you can get more. And you are prepared to wear yourself out to achieve this. If you lack contentment, no matter how much wealth or how many possessions you have acquired, you will be not difficult for bigger. Once in India, Surata, the beggar, found a priceless jewel and said he must give it to another beggar. He gave it to King Sarajit, saying, O king, you lack contentment, and so are the poorest. If you are content, you may not have any possessions, but you are still rich. From Nagarjuna's letters, always be content, and if you know contentment, though you have no property, you have the purest wealth. Dogon Tsongkhapa Yeri said, in the gatehouse of the content, a rich man dozes by the door. People with a desire cannot experience this. In other words, if you are not content, your dissatisfaction is boundless. This is why discontent and dissatisfactions are the greatest fault.
Good. You can understand? It's easy? It's true? now we have to, we think it's true. We think we have to put into our practice. Are you guys going to buy an iPhone 7? Maybe not you guys. I'm going to buy tomorrow. No, I'm joking. This is true, no? This is true, right? This is exactly. Maybe you guys doesn't think you have 10 cents. I have maybe another more 10 than 20 cents. Do you have like that? Maybe not like that. You say, oh, my boss maybe pay me $2 more 1 hour. And I get more. When I was beggar in Tibet, I was back outside the parkour was big. And it was thousands of people commemoration every day at the Geshe Ngawang statue. The Tibetan tradition, all the beggars, homeless, it's not really a homeless person. It's like pilgrims. But they have no food, they have no space. They're so
the people who go on pilgrimage, they go to these holy places and they end up, not having enough, to eat or just food, and place to stay and so forth. Because of their circumstances, they become like a beggar at that time. And so in Tibet, there's a holy shrine called Jokhang. So around the Jokhang temple, there's a road to circumambulate the Jokhang temple. And so all these people, in the morning they come to circumambulate, and they know that their beggars are there. So they would bring drinks like tea and bread to feed the beggars as a form of practice of generosity. And so the beggars, when they sit around the circle, then they get all this delicious bread and tea, butter tea. And just like that, they also come and feed the lunch and dinner as well. And so those are the beggars, who became beggar because of the circumstances of, not of running out all the possessions that they had, as they came from very far away. So I was like that. So when I became a beggar like that, then I used to receive the money from people who give money to the beggars. So they give for 1 cent or 2 cents like that. So when I have a 9 cents, then I said, oh, if I can get 1 more cent, then it will become 10 cents. And I used to count the cents, like that. And then when I have accumulated 80 or 99 cents, then I would still say, now if I have 1 more cent, I would have 100 cents, and it would make $1. So like 1, renminbi, that's Chinese money. And then, so I used to count that all the time. I never forget that.
Therefore, exactly like here, they're talking about that. That's exactly like the experience. Therefore, exactly right. We have, like, you guys have job. Then you say, okay, I like to get a better job, not a job. I tend to content that, right? Then you have something that you say, oh, this is too old, I want another one. But this is not we talk about for you get bad that bad. It's samsara nature. Our delusion put us that corner, then we have problems. I need that, I want more. The people looking for power, they want more power. They're looking for more power, more. If they're rich, they want looking for more rich. Right? If the people have some fame, name, they're looking for more name. They have a lot of money. When I lose my the singers, they also we look they were happy, right? But there are a lot of sufferings. There are a lot of competition, right? They look, maybe I lose maybe next year. Who doesn't like my sound? They're looking for the shows. People show. Show what? Shows, right? Like say, Miss, and the shows what? There's also a lot of worries. Oh, people doesn't give me the numbers when I'm looks they're happy, but they're not very happy. Like that, people, we have not contentment. Therefore, we have always problem. Like, the beggar give the big joy for the king. King's very king, he has a lot of things, but he gives for him, he says, you are not contentment. You are the poorest person. Like that, when we are not contentment, we are always poor. Then we are contentment, we are the rich person. The rich is sleep the, I say, what the text say? The rich is sleep the door, what they say? What they say? Shupo gonya shechina use.
A rich man does by the door.
Right. Today, Choshi Yoana, I think also Kadina Chandripo. That Choshi Karina Chana letter. Naduchi Chala Gomada. Lega Chevana, Sama Tandayana, Susu Chichana, Kani Chana Jayo, Choshi.
So just like it says in here, in the gatehouse of the contented, a rich man does this by the doors. And so if we have a contentment, then no matter what we are, whether we are poor or rich, whatever we do, whatever we think, if we have a contentment, then everything will be good. And then again, you should not go to the extreme of the contentment. You should be in the still content, but not going to the extreme of contentment. So that's the risky part. Like saying, oh, I'm content, so I'm not going to do anything. Then that's not good again. So some people, they say like, oh, everything is empty at the end. So there's no point to do anything or any practice of the Dharma. That's mistaken.
어때 놀아다스 된다 다다가도 조세체다다 조세거나 다가 제메스 나는 나가 내가 요다 단지도 다 될라 제메스 대어 말세요 제고요레스 감동도시.
So when we say contentment, be happy with what you have, but doesn't mean that I have this job now I'm not going to do any more. It's not like that. You should do as much as you can.
Okay, that's correct. 다 네가 가려구나. 나도 조시에나 나도 생각 거야 보여레스. 조시면은 나도 생각 거야 보여 말. 생각 거야 보면 나도 아니 뭐라 많이 그래서 또 되라 보여 왔어.
And so what is it saying mainly is that if we have a contentment, our mind will be more happy. If we don't have that, then we always have problems. So that's what it's saying, that we should be content.
Okay? 다티 가와이나 내가 제와이나야. 즉 딱 가르 소소를 잘라 주마이나 소소 제단 다티 차선을 자야도 진지무지 냠냠 주보만도 지자는 말을 와 간갈.
So of course, you should not feel content with the practice. Okay, I'm doing this much practice and I should be happy. It's not like that. If you can do practice, more you do, better it is. So therefore, in that case, you should be able to do more. So it's the same thing, with all other things that we do.
근데 저는 내가 저기 보스지 말이나. 다 미국에까지 수수 네발 카운터도 지나 다들 리도 삼네. 곧 되나? 저는 이바나로 대와 파초고나 고 아니 그냥 아요로 왔어. 다 저는 지금 다시 자니 다시 제공이지만은 파초바라나 강렬이 소소라나 강렬이고요. was.
So like say, for example, if you are a boss, and then you think, okay, these people are doing as best as they can, so that's good. So if you are content with that, you'll be happy. Right? But instead you will say, oh, this is not enough. You know, even though they can do 100%, but you expect them to do 101%, then you will not be happy, because they will not be able to do that, and then you will not be happy also.
아니 콘조이만 강했더니 라론이가 강경도 was.
And so it becomes difficult for them, and becomes difficult for oneself as well.
다 인바나야 콘조가 질레까지 야보 제약이야 짓고 제거를 했어.
But of course, you can, advise and encourage them to do a better job.
Okay? Do you understand? It makes sense? Can you practice that? Try it. We try our best. Okay. That's it. Any questions? I didn't go right one by one, but this is everyone understand that. I'm try to make more understand you guys. For try to examples, to try to put our daily life. Otherwise, we just read the book, then you guys, in this book. The book, when you go home, you just read that. Come back, just pick up that. Then our own knowledge is in the book. That doesn't really work. Try to a little bit, always meditation, okay? Yes.
So I was trying to understand why the Four Noble Truths, we use the term noble. I'm not sure how noble applies to the Four Noble Truths.
Noble got it.
Papa. Papa 때문에 Papa 때문에 Papa를 가르고 버렸어.
타바서는 코와서 되면서 딱 중간으로 대라 타바는
타바서 Papa. Papa 때문에 Papa 때문에 Papa를 가서.
아네네네 파바 파서한테 강한 오른 파 가지 고산 도와도 된 파가 그래 와서. 다음 파바서한테 또만 인해서 또 거기서 파바치 대신 봐 나도 소소 끼워 또 인해서 마도가 가다래 제주 연된 파바에서 파바들라 그랬어.
다 파베 대바시서라. 대바시라더니 파파데 가와라 가서 다 두고 그랬어. 대화에다 가더랬어.
그래서
파베 대바시라다. 파베 대바시는 파파 당한테는 대바시라 대화 가더지 그랬어.
아니, 들리던 파바세에 다 들리기까지 동반인에서 또 강사들은 파바스. 파세에 소소시고 동인에서 맞다바래. 알아서 고조 또 와서 고조 예덕에 차는 강소를 자에다 코라고 강소를 파바래서. 다 대의가 아니 강압 똑같아 이만이자 대의 그런 무분에 들었대 내만이자 아니 대바스 따다래라 말이지.
So noble here is referring to the noble person, and I mean that's the different term that we use, for the Arya. So Arya beings or superior beings. So when we say superior means like better or higher than the ordinary beings. So when you have surpassed the ordinary level, then you become a superior beings. So here the noble is referring to actually the superior beings or noble beings or superior beings. And it says noble, true of suffering is that's referring to the suffering is just is true just as is perceived by the noble being or the Arya being.
Right? 대다 아니 밥에 제다 와전에 밥에 뭐 덴바로 다 거기 다시 놓대로 왔어.
So the true suffering is just as how it is perceived by the Arya being.
Okay? Is it this clear? Okay? Okay. 들으면 파악만 봐서 하고서 지금 파악만 봐서 해야 돼.
So you understand now where the noble and ordinary, the border is, right?
단다도 연대가 전에 남들을 자에서 남들을 공부 파악하래서.
And so 다들 동영어도 불러서.
동영어도 강사대. 그 동영어도 강사들은 파악하라 그래 왔어. 디지지 전반은 다 남들랑 그래 왔어.
So here the border is the realization, right? And so in terms of the realization, then we say this person is ordinary person and this person is a superior person. So the knowledge, the realization is the wisdom realizing emptiness. So when you have not generated the wisdom realizing emptiness directly, then you are ordinary person. When you have realized emptiness directly, then you become superior person.
Okay? Teresa tendem papa tiga ani kaos zivata ani tena ni yesa ani dembare esro.
And so the suffering is true, just as it's been perceived by the noble being.
Kare esna korala nyamu chado yore esro.
That's why is that? Because he has or she has all the experiences.
Teresa korangi ani tachi nyomo tendem paware godeya thobdeori lamdeya kuntobdeori was.
And so that kind of Arya being has the experience or the realization of that path. He has understood the suffering, has abandoned the delusions, and applied the path and achieved the cessation.
Okay? Okay, then thank you. Hola. Gracias. Okay, Pujiche.
Thank you.
That's all, thank you. So thank you.
Thank you, everybody. Have a good day.
Take care.
Bye-bye.
Okay, bye-bye. Good. Okay. This is a 21st century translation. We use the technology for the translation. It's good, right? It's nice. We can. Okay, thank you. Shantu Master.
Turn to page 39 for Thanksgiving model offering. Saji Purki Jukshin Meto Dram Rinam Vinjini Dekien Padi Sangye Jindu Mikte Buragi Roku Nandaching Lacher Pashu Jetsun Lame Kutse Rakten Ching Nankar Tringle Chokcher Padan Losang Tempe Gurme Sasuni Drove Unsel Tatu Net Yorji Idam Gururanam Endavakan Niryatayami.
Tsongkhapa's final Lamrim prayer. From my two collections, vast as space that I have amassed from working with effort at this practice for a great length of time, may I become the chief leading Buddha for all those whose mind's wisdom eye is blinded by ignorance. Even if I do not reach this state, may I be held in your loving compassion for all my lives, Manjushri. May I find the best of complete graded paths of the teachings, and may I please all the Buddhas by practicing. Using skillful means drawn by the strong force of compassion, may I clear the darkness of the minds from all beings with the points of the path as I have discerned them. May I uphold the Buddha's teachings for a very long time. With my heart going out with great compassion in whatever direction the most precious teachings have not yet spread, or once spread have declined, may I reveal this treasure of happiness and aid. May the minds of those who wish for liberation be granted bounteous peace, and the Buddha's deeds be nourished for a long time, by even this graded course to enlightenment completed due to the wondrous virtuous conduct of the Buddhas and their children. May all human and non-human beings who eliminate adversity and make things conducive for practicing the excellent paths never be parted in any of their lives from the purest path praised by the Buddhas. Whenever someone makes an effort to act in accordance with the tenfold Mahayana virtuous practices, may they always be assisted by the mighty ones, and may oceans of prosperity spread everywhere. The short long life prayer for His Holiness the Dalai Lama. In that snow mountain encircled land, source of every benefit and joy, may Lord Tenzin Gyatso Chen Rezig remain in life till samsara's end. Prayer that spontaneously fulfills all wishes. Tong Yi Ning She Zung Du Juk Pe Lam Che Cher Sel Ze Gong Chen Ten Yue 49, the short long life prayer for Lama Zopa Rinpoche. Top Tsul Chang Jing Jam Gern Gilwei Ten Zin Kyong Pelwei Kunzo Dog Podze Chok Sum Kur Wei Lek Man Tu Dru Pa Dak Sok Dul Je Gun Du Jam Ten Shu. Prayer to always meet with perfect teachers. Your form embodies all Buddhas. Your nature is that of Vajradhara. You are the root of the three jewels. Homage to you, O Gurus. In short, I seek your blessings, O Protector, to be cared for by you from birth unremittingly throughout all my lives, and thus to become your chief disciple, holding every secret of your body, speech, and mind. O Protector, please grant that all be auspicious for me to be foremost among your very first circle of disciples wherever you manifest Buddhahood, so that all my temporal and ultimate wishes without exception may be effortlessly and spontaneously fulfilled. In all my lives, never separated from perfect gurus, may I enjoy the magnificent Dharma. By completing the qualities of the stages and paths, may I quickly attain the state of Vajradhara. Furthermore, in life after life, may I, pleasing him in return, be forever fostered by an accomplished Mahayana spiritual master, the source of every virtue of this world and beyond. In his care, may I acquire in him a firm, unshakable faith, pleasing him by every means possible, doing nothing even for an instant to disappoint. May my spiritual master impart to me every instruction and every teaching in its entirety. Having understood them faultlessly, may I practice them and be able to bring them to perfection. May I never even for a moment fall under the sway of malevolent teachers and misleading friends. Having developed in every life belief in cause and effect, renunciation, the Bodhi mind, and the pure view, may I embark upon them continually with effortless experience. In every life, may every virtuous act gathered by way of body, speech, and mind be causes solely for the welfare of others and for the purest and highest enlightenment. Page 57, prayer of dedication. Through this virtue may I swiftly, having gained Guru Buddha state, place each and every sentient being without exception in that state. Precious Supreme Bodhi mind, may it where unborn arise, and where born never decline, but increase forevermore. Page 75, Nate Seba. Migme tse wei ter chen chen rezig, dri me kien pei wang po jam pel yang, gang chen ke pei tsugyen Tsongkhapa, lo sang drag pei Jabla Soade. Thank you, Geshe Ngawang.
I'm going to short retreat next week.
Thursday.
Thursdays, yeah.
Short retreat. I'm going to Yamataka retreat. Nothing serious. Just the no serious. Nothing special, you know. Why? Last year, that Lama told us. This year,
Much.
I show you that short video. You see? the Dalai Lama told me last year, this year.
This year?
That will be the, yeah, what? I'm not sure what he said. Okay? So we will see. What come Wednesday we can see next week. This Wednesday. Not the Wednesday, we will see next month. Okay?
Okay.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you, Geshe.
Thanks, Bob. Thank you very much, Geshe. As Geshe mentioned about his retreat, so please join us. Today you've got the Guru Puja for the next month. Sorry, there's a bit low blood pressure. I don't want to fall down. I have low blood pressure, and I just kind of don't stand up quick. Yeah, exactly. It's not going. I won't mess up the puja table. So please come today. We've got a wonderful Guru Puja. It's for a Tibetan family honoring a relative who passed, and that they will be at 4 o'clock today. It's later than usual, but typically we always do it right after class. But at 4 o'clock, please come join us. The place will be packed, and we'll be chanting in Tibetan, so it's going to be quite lovely. Then we're going to get started on the Golden Night Sutra again. We've sort of lost the momentum on getting our recitations. Go back into the newsletter, and I'll set some recitations up for people as well to join us. Probably this coming, in any case, at least one before Venerable Tenzin Choki is here. She's going to be arriving not next week, the weeks after. On Tuesday, she'll start her teaching series on that Wednesday, which is the 5th, I think. October 5th? Yeah, it's October already. October 5th is when that'll start. I'll be out that week, but between Annette and Jennifer and Michelle, everything will be well taken care of. And then she's teaching for 2 weeks. That's pretty much it. And yeah, that's all I can think of. Thank you very much, Geshe.
Thank you.